Wanted to make a video tonight to talk about Trim Healthy Mama. I was thinking of Valentine's Day. We kind of got an early start celebrating. I wanted to share a couple of things. Some people might not know what Trim Healthy Mama is, so I'll give you a quick overview. It is 2 different styles of eating at one time, 3 hours apart. There are satisfying meals. Those meals are keto style meals. You're going to have your protein, fat, and non-starchy veggies. Other style of eating would be more like the American Heart Association, the low fat, maybe high protein kind of diet. And you get to eat both of those. You just keep them 3 hours apart. I have been eating this way for about a year. Most of that time, I have been eating a lot of crossovers. And crossovers are where you eat your protein, your fat, your carbs, and your non-starchy veggies. So those are really good for growing children who don't have a weight problem or someone who's at their maintenance weight. I was doing it that way because I was nursing, I was pregnant. Also, when I was pregnant, I ate off plan a lot between cravings and not having such a grasp on THM to have like shortcuts or quick go-to foods in my back pocket, and then not being able to cook as much. And it's a lifelong journey, and it's really a grace-filled way of eating. A grace-filled way of eating in which, since Madeline was born, I have lost 48 pounds. So when she was born, I took a look into the plan book that they have. This is the first time that anything has made me feel, wow, I can really do this forever. This is great. So I'm highly enthusiastic and wanting to share with anyone willing to listen. Okay, so with that being in December, I talked to people about Trim Healthy Mama, and some people seemed really interested, like, thank you, but I'm gonna look into it after the holidays. And so now here we are. Valentine's Day is coming up, another holiday. We don't have to wait until a holiday is over. Yes, there is grace, so you can, sure, that's totally fine. But at the same time, you can enjoy wonderful things while you're on plan. So I wanted to share some of that. Tonight for my family, we kind of celebrated a little bit early. We did a thing. I made, let's see, I don't want anything to fall off. I made chocolate covered strawberries right here. Oh, I got some brownie. So there is chocolate, and then I did a white chocolate drizzle. There are also brownies here, and I really like it when they get that crunchy crust on top. I left them in a little longer than I would have liked, so they're not quite as gooey as I wanted, but they were supposed to be really gooey. So next time I'll get that right, because it was just a couple minutes too long. This is a pie. This is from, I'm not sure which one of their cookbooks. The first cookbook. This is the Wiggle Mallow pie. It's a chocolate chunk Wiggle Mallow pie. And I think my chocolate chunks maybe look a little strange. But all I did is make a skinny chocolate. The skinny chocolate is mostly coconut oil. It's coconut oil and some on-plan natural sweeteners. A bit of salt, a bit of vanilla. So my family felt like they were chowing down on some sugar. sugar, just regular treats. Let me show you what I use for my sweetening. So these have been some economical things that I have found that I have liked. A lot of the recipes in the, well, I think all of the recipes in the True Healthy Mama cookbooks, they call for products that the sisters sell, which is great. I've heard that their products are the best, that they are extremely high quality, and that they're just the best out on the market. But these products that I have here have worked really well for me. So the ones that they sell are things like sweet blend, super sweet blend, and gentle sweet, or super sweet and gentle sweet. So I make a sweet blend. I make a sweet blend mix myself, and I think it's from a person, TJ's website, TJ Sweet Blend. I didn't feel like TJ used quite enough stevia, so I used a little more. So I guess it's my own recipe, maybe, but it was inspired by TJ. Okay, so I use erythritol. I just got this on Amazon. Again, I don't have any affiliate links. I just like the stuff. And stevia. Now this, actually, they're both expensive. They're expensive. They are, but they're not really. Because, let me show you. If I were to sweeten a mug of tea, this would be enough to sweeten a whole. Now I have a sweet tooth. So I like it sweet. But this little bit would be all that I would need. So with that being said, this runs about $50, and I make a lot of treats. Who likes treats? And if these were made with sugar, that would be how they got here, but they're not made with sugar. They're made with natural sweeteners that don't impact the glycemic level. So anyway, this will last me at least, I would say at least 3 months. When I wasn't making so many treats, I would say maybe 6 months. If I was just making teas, maybe a treat here and there. It costs less to buy. This is a 4-pound bag, and it cost about $15. But it goes a lot faster. And so I mix the two together because the stevia is extra sweet. And the erythritol has the texture of sugar. And when you put them together, then you get the sweetness of sugar with the texture of sugar. And it helps with baking so that you're able to get those really crisp, crunchy things that we're used to. If you just use stevia, which is a very economical way, this brand even sells just a little 1-ounce jar, and that will last you. If you're just starting, and if you're mostly using it for teas or smoothies or something like that, That, or if it's just you and not 6 people in a house, then that would probably last you at least a month. And that 1 ounce container is only $5. But anyway, so this $15 bag for us, we would possibly, we would go through 1, maybe even 2 of those a month. And if we're not using enough stevia and we're leaning on the erythritol more, we would definitely use 2 for sure. So anyway, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that they're too pricey because of how they stretch out, especially the stevia. And in the really grand scheme of things, I don't think that they're too pricey, because poor health is extremely expensive, and so much of my family faces diabetes. And if you check out the testimonials of THM, I mean, there are countless people who have eliminated their diabetes, who have lost hundreds of pounds, who have maintained that loss for years. I think that in the dieting world, it's very common to hear of people losing weight. It happens all the time. People work really hard, they lose weight, but then they gain back the weight. Some of the weight, all of the weight, more weight than what they lost. And in THM, that's not what I'm hearing. So I think that's really cool. Oh, let me show you a couple of other things. THM, the sisters, they do sell their own chocolate chips. Again, I've heard that they are phenomenal, that they're total quality. I haven't bought any, but I have used Lily's. These are sweetened with stevia and erythritol. I like Lily's. I don't love the price. I want to say this is about $4 or $5. Where's that? This is another on-plan option. These are fantastic. They're only like $2 or $3. These are like the price of normal sugar-laden stuff. They're sweetened with erythritol and stevia also. The problem with this one is that they're impossible to find. This is a unicorn. I found this and I'm not sure I'm ever going to find it again. So, Jeff City, Walmart, Target, anybody, if you want to stock this, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, the brand makes chocolate chips and white chocolate chips, but they're really hard to find. I think that you can search online and you may be able to possibly run into a unicorn. That would be amazing. And the other thing that I use is this. These are also $2 or $3. These are not ideal. They're not the perfect choice. They're not a perfect choice, but they're an okay choice. They do not have sugar-free, but they are sweetened with maltitol. And maltitol is not one of the sweeteners that the sisters recommend. I would presume it's not the most natural choice. But I also understand that if eaten in abundance, maltitol could affect your digestive situation. It could change your usual restroom schedule, you know? So we will do that in moderation here and there, and we just try and take it easy. It's worked out fine for us. Haven't had any complaints. And it's cheap and I can find it. Bake Believe. Bake Believe. I'm gonna need you to step up your game so that people can buy you. You're great. Anyway, whatever. I'm having a lot of fun on Trim Healthy Mama. I honestly feel like the more I eat, the more I lose. And things don't have to be complicated. I know that this is complicated. It's not really complicated. It didn't take very long. Well, maybe it is complicated because I made a pie crust. I made a pie filling. I made a chocolate. I chopped up the chocolate, put it in the pie filling. I made a cupcake, and I melted some chocolate and some white chocolate, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. This afternoon for lunch, I opened up some cans of tuna and I drained the cans of tuna. And then I stirred in some mayonnaise. And then I chopped up a bunch of celery. That's what I had for lunch. Maybe that's complicated. I don't know. Maybe that's still complicated. I know that some people might have. Now I can't go crazy with dairy. I don't do very well with yogurt, but I know that some people for breakfast they might have a slice of sprouted bread and fat-free Greek yogurt. I mean, just peel off the top and pick up the slice of bread and you're done. And for lunch, they might, I guess, I know that there are some cans of soup. I can't think of the brand, but there are some cans that are on plan. So they just open up the top, maybe nuke it. It doesn't have to be complicated, but I like complicated because it lets me have chocolate-covered strawberries. Okay, enjoy your food and maybe take a peek into a Trim Healthy Mama cookbook or into a Trim Healthy Mama plan book. Maybe look at some testimonials. They're all throughout the Trim Healthy Table book. They're in there. They're on their website. It doesn't have to be hard. And this is something doable. You can enjoy food and get your health back. So, all right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you later. Bye.